Today, we're going to learn ophthalmic terminology. OD means right eye. OD means right eye. OS means left eye. OS means left eye. And OU means both eyes. OU means both eyes. We typically document these in all caps. A capital O and a capital D would mean your right eye, and a capital O, a capital S would mean your left eye, and a capital O and a capital U would mean you're referring to both eyes. You'll get really familiar with these three new ways of referring to which eye or both eyes you are referring to. Moving on. The eyes allow us to see, perceive, and interpret the world around us through the detection of light and color. Parts of the eye: vitreous humor, ciliary body, lens, iris, cornea, sclera, choroid, retina, optic nerve, and blood vessels. The sclera is located on the outer layer of the eye, near the cornea, and holds the shape of the eyeball through its strong fibers. When you look at a person, this is what we would consider the white part of the eye. That is the sclera. The cornea controls the amount of light that enters the eye and focuses the received light. It is located in front of the eye, covering the pupil, iris, and anterior chamber. The cornea is that clear window. If someone turns their head sideways and you're looking at their profile and you get really close, you can see that clear window that kind of curves and bows out. That was your cornea. The lens. The lens and the crystalline lens are the same in the eye's anatomy, with the main purpose of focusing light onto the retina. The pupil, located in the center of the eye and covered by the cornea, allows light to enter the eye and be focused in the retina by the lens, forming images. That little center dark space that gets larger and smaller with the changing of light, that center space is considered the pupil. The iris, located behind the cornea and in front of the crystal lens, controls the size of the pupil and regulates the amount of light entering the eye. So that iris is the part of the eye that expands and opens as light in the environment changes. That determines the shape of the pupil. And we'll be learning more about that as we cover its importance in some of our other disease lectures. The vitreous body, another big part of the eye, and the vitreous body is a gel-filled substance that protects the eye parts from the lens to the retina. Vitreous body is a kind of like a jelly, as they call it, a gel-filled substance, and it is a kind of a big blob that sits in the middle of the eye, keeping it formed, keeping it firm. The retina. The retina, located in the back of the eye, receives light passing through the lens and converts it into visual images. The retina is a big part of our studies, so we will again cover more on the retina as we get into our disease process. For now, just know that the retina refers to the very back portion of the eye. That is what receives all the light that we're trying to bring in through the cornea, through the lens, is going to land on the retina. And that's what converts that light into visual images. Next, we go on to retinal blood vessels. Retinal vessels supply blood to inner retinal neurons, while the choriocapillaries beneath the retinal pigment epithelium provide oxygen to the photoreceptor layer through diffusion. And again, we'll cover more of that in our disease process. And the optic nerve. The optic nerve, consisting of millions of nerve fibers, carries messages from the eye to the brain and extends directly to the back of the eyes, beginning at the optic nerve. So that long tail that leaves the eye actually goes all the way to the brain. That is what carries those images that have now been translated by your retina, are now carried through your optic nerve. Those millions of nerve fibers, which we cover again in detail in our disease process. Hyaloid canal. The hyaloid canal has the hyaloid artery that supplies blood to the developing lens. Thank you for listening. We cover more of these in depth in our live lecture. For now, these are just a few to get you started, just to get comfortable with the anatomy. And if you're interested in learning more, be sure to check out our website. We have tons of classes that we upload. Again, happy studying, and don't worry if you don't get this on the first try. These are a lot of new words, new terminology. Just start getting familiar with them, and as you progress, you will recognize them very easily, I promise you.